Hey all, this is Gathering for a Review with Far Cry 5 and the Far Cry series. Everyone say hi.
We need you.
Yo.
As you can see, John C's making a lot of people suffer right now, and quite frankly, I can't keep up. These people need me. They're my responsibility now.
I don't know the safe, by the way.
Anyway,
Hey, this is Archangel
When you
M.
get a chance, head out east and check on our people at the Woods and Pig Farm.
He goes really quiet. And Deadma. We're gonna review
Exodus 23:25.
this game here.
Worship the Lord your
Far Cry
God.
5.
His
Yeah,
blessing will be on your food
I'm
and water.
really slow in all this, aren't
I
I?
will take away sickness
First
from
review.
among you.
Whatever.
Good time.
Anyway, so
We need to
I
talk.
was thinking we focus on its graphics, character development, enemy
Whenever I
development,
get nervous,
friendly development, like whether or not the characters are good on both the enemy and friendly sides. Like, do we have a good villain? Do we have good allies? Is gameplay good? And then compare it to previous the series.
A lot of loot over here too.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start with graphics. It's obviously beautiful. We don't really need to stay on that too much, do we? 10 out of 10 for graphics. Or do you guys have anything else to say?
For a Ubisoft game, I mean, it's
Have
always
you
known
seen
for like
Origin?
downgrading.
It's Bird. Haven't heard from you in a bit.
Yeah, I've seen them. It's just they changed the way they use graphics now. Back then, they just downgrade the crap out of it.
That may be have something more to do with the console than that. But yeah, it looks gorgeous. Alright then, now gameplay. What do you guys think? Like, is it better or worse than previous games? Is it still, like, can you do combat still well and all that?
It's pretty much Dead Cry. I mean, Far Cry. I mean, it's just same thing, a little bit different perks. I think the perk system's better.
I actually preferred having to build my things because I have less incentive to hunt now.
Well, yeah, but you can. Your incentive for hunting's for money.
Can't thank you enough for getting rid of those fucking cultists.
Because the skins bring a lot of money.
Yeah, there's that. I have less incentive to loot people considering they carry next to nothing and they don't really do much.
That's true.
Still gotta do it simply because looting's fun. Deadma, you got any opinion on gameplay?
No, I'm good. It's a kind of yeah. It's like he said. It's Far Cry. Unique.
I just died. I hit a sign.
Anyway, it's Far Cry gameplay, yeah. It pretty much hasn't changed much in the combat. It does feel less streamlined to me, but I think that's just because I haven't played in forever.
Feels good walking through Falls End again, like being in a dream.
Because, well, I
Come and get me up. I
haven't
flew
played.
to a
What, you
sign.
can still get revived? I thought you died.
No, I died now. I can respawn. Alright, I'm right behind you.
Anyway, yeah, it feels a little off, but I think that's just because I haven't played it in a while. So, still gonna give it that. I love the addition of the planes and actual helicopters instead of just those flying. Well, they're not helicopters, that's for sure.
And your little buddies.
Oh yeah, that's new. You actually get a call on things. They added this first in Primo with you being able to call your saber-tooth pets. He has a hired gun thing in 4, but it wasn't as well trimmed as it is in this. I never actually got it to work. Or used it, for that matter. So yeah, this is a nice little thing that they added. I seriously
Oh,
love
and
the
also,
planes.
also like the way when you hire two companions, they interact with each other. Like you know what I mean?
I haven't really done that much, but cool. I didn't really know
There's a
that.
helicopter coming. Something's coming. I can hear
Anyway,
it.
I love the fact they brought Herc back. If
Oh,
we're gonna-
there's a helicopter right there.
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
Just saying. I don't want to get kidnapped like I did the last time with you. Or just,
That's scripted event. You can't really avoid it too well.
okay, man.
Anyway, ooh, that brings up an issue. Don't really enjoy having to be forced into missions every now and then by capturing parties. Those are just irritating.
There's a pepper stash down the road too.
Yeah, let's head for it. Anyway, it just that I don't really like the whole forcing me to do a mission thing. Hey, I'm not in the car. Wait up. Okay. Anyway, the variety of vehicles is nice. There's an actual region to drive separate vehicles now, versus where you pretty much always wanted to be in a Jeep in the last game, or a helicopter, or one of those little kilos. I don't know what to call them. Or you were in Primal, where vehicles didn't exist. Still neat. What did you run into, man?
Oh shit!
Anyway, back to the review. Yeah, alright, editing the hell out of this.
Oh,
Oh, hey, you're down. Anyway, the enemies. I freaking love to hate them because they're good enemies, following the fact that they piss me off. Which I believe is the intention.
Boomer took down one.
Yeah. All these vehicles that we get to take out, that's nice. I like the mobile targets, that's a neat thing. I don't really remember that too much other than the mobile convoys that were in the in 4, but that was all there was. In this you have a whole bunch of variety, which is nice. The enemies are strange to say the least. But yeah, you really don't like the people that think they're a good enemy. Now, for personal character development, there really is none. I feel no attachment to this like I did to AJ or the guy in Primal. To me, all I am is this unnamed person called Ranger. I don't talk, I don't anything. Hey Jay, we're doing a review. Say hi, introduce yourself. He's helping with the review. Do you have anything against the graphics, the gameplay, or the enemies? Okay. Have you ever played these games before?
That's the best Far Cry I've played.
Same.
Alright. I have had equal amounts of fun because I've played in 4. I really enjoyed 4 and it's kind of carried over into this.
There's
One
loot
of the
in
drawbacks
here.
I do have against this game is that the wildlife is so much more sparse than in previous games where you more easily run into them. I mean, I've... Yeah. Well, you could have just thrown down bait and waited for one to spawn.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was
I
pain in the
remember
ass.
in previous games, wolves would actively show up and attack you. Now all you get is the wolves that work for the cult. Yeah. That is What
Did I
the hell,
revive him?
Boomer? That is a weird death there looking.
It won't let me revive Boomer. Revive him.
I can't. It's not letting me.
I'm dead.
Well, there's a glitch. In certain areas, you can't really revive. And
And
weapons.
you're
I don't
dead.
like the melee thing. I can't. I don't like having to switch to a melee weapon to use it. Can't really. I don't like that. I preferred it where it was just always equipped when you meleeed. Ragdolls, that's something that's carried over quite nicely. Friendlies, because I can't actually talk with them and I don't hear my own voice, I have trouble feeling as much of a connection to it.
How do you get into that?
Well, no, RJ talked. The guy from Far Cry Primal, even if you couldn't understand him, talked. Guy in 3 talked. Since 2, they've all talked.
The guy from Primal barely talks.
Well, that's because they don't even speak English. Doors open. Yeah, the whole locked door system is kind of nice, where you gotta find the keys or pick the lock or shoot the. Yeah, that's a nice thing they've added. But
There's
then you
something
get
over
like,
here we can take over.
I don't know, I just can't feel a connection to any of the characters other than the villains, because they just piss me off, but that may just be personal. But I just can't feel any connection for our allies other than Herc, because Herc's been in the previous games and he's Herc. Okay, the dogs, they're awesome. Being able to pet them, great. Yeah, also cheeseburger.
There's some money
There's
in here
a
in
lot
this
of
gas
money in
station.
here, by the way you go.
I'm coming.
Peaches? That's the system they got over from Primal.
Hey, you got bad guys all outside, Art.
I
Watch
know.
it.
Love them. Yeah, they take forever to do anything.
Yeah, there's this one time I spawned in Jess, and she was stuck in the mountain. She couldn't get down.
Caught myself on fire.
Having them show up, yeah, they need to work on the spawning of the enemies. But that's more of a glitch system that they need to work on in an update. Ego, what the hell were you starting? Yeah!
I got a flamethrower and I caught some on fire.
Okay. Love the fishing aspect. That is a great addition to the game. Before you had to, like, you just jumped in at the enemy and hoped you won. Which fish? The Is the paddlefish what you're after? I haven't got to fish those yet. I want to do it, but yeah, but the fishing, I love that addition as a man who really enjoys fishing all by himself. Yeah. 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 Love the fact you can change all your clothes. That's awesome.
I
Not
am
that you
starting
can see
fires.
yourself.
Take me back to the town. I gotta go buy my gun now.
Okay.
I'll burn myself again.
Why am I not going forward?
I'm dead.
Oh.
And you're dead. Oh
No,
my God.
I You set fire to our vehicle. That's what happened.
I'm still on
wait, you're
fire.
friendly. I'll stop shooting again.
Jesus.
Let's just take this from them. They don't need it.
Yo, sure, take my car. Sounds like I'll need it. Well, hello there, sir.
Oh shit. That is something I do want to.
I don't need a flamethrower. I do not need a flamethrower.
Got it. Sure did.
Oh, that was fucking bad.
Yeah. You got a prisoner thingy over here. You can fast
Ah,
travel
fuck
back
it,
to the city.
I got a rocket
You
launcher.
know that, right? Anyway, back to the review. And it's hard to do at the same time actually playing the game. You do? They've always been surprising endings. Like in one, if you don't save your friend, you get stabbed in the chest after having the best sex of your life, probably. That was what happened in 3. Holy fudge, that's a turkey. Is it actually the apocalypse? Is that what is happening? Okay. Anyway.
You ain't a pig.
So there's the gameplay, which is fine, other than a couple minor glitches. The graphics, which are amazing. The villains, which are good. The allies, which could be better. The friendly the animal allies, which are grand. The wildlife is mediocre because it doesn't spawn nearly as much as it should. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, in all the other games, you constantly had animals screwing with your life. And that was fun. I liked that. It added its variety. It didn't just make this a shooter. The fishing is great. Your personal development is non-existent. It's horrible. As someone who can't talk, you have no name. Yeah, but that's not what Far Cry has done ever. This is the first time where you don't have a personality. I feel no connection to the actual character. He's just the guy I'm controlling, and through that, it makes it hard to connect to any of our allies. I just don't feel anything. A deputy or whatever. Then there's the fact that they keep dragging us out with their random catcher parties to do their missions when we want to keep... I want to keep doing what I want to do. Why in the hell do you keep dragging me off the things? Yeah, I'm busy trying to do something. Go away.
Thank Christ you showed up when you did.
I wish that there was a way where you could,
the arcade yet?
The arcade is interesting. I haven't done much of it. I don't
I
really
haven't
have
done
anything
any
for
of
that.
It's bad at the moment. You gotta wait for like what, a couple of months until it improves.
Yeah. Until people put up new missions and such. Oh, hiccups. Anyway, so we're gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for graphics. I'd say 9 out of 10 for gameplay due to the minor glitches here and there. As someone who's actually finished the story, you get the right to actually load that one. Choose that one. Okay.
Keep in mind, there's like 2 or 3 endings.
What? There's the ending where you don't arrest the guy right at the beginning and nothing happens. That's been a staple since Far Cry 4. Yeah, no one's gonna... That much is a given how the game starts. By the way, spoiler warning! So... I'm gonna give it another 9 out of 10 for the enemies. No, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because compared to Far Cry 4, the enemies are horrible. Because you just can't top Pagan Men. So 8 out of 10 there, 10 out of 10 for graphics, 9 out of 10 for gameplay. Friendlies, I'm gonna give it another friendly. Oh well, with fishing, definitely. I'm trying to figure out a category to add that in. It almost deserves its own. But seeing as I don't have really anything to compare it to in the previous games.
Fishing is 10 out of 10.
Okay, if there was the Nile tigerfish you could hunt, the tigerfish in the previous games. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 improvement compared to previous games. I really should write this down. No.
Thank Christ you showed up when you did.
Wildlife, 3 out of 10.
All of us in town appreciate what you did.
I've ran across a bunch of bears.
Yeah, but
I've run across wildlife quite a bit.
It's not nearly as numerous as it was in previous games. Yeah, but I see them, but I haven't been able to kill them. They get away really fast. They don't attack.
I fought like 2 or 3 cougars.
Vehicles. We're gonna give them a 10 out of 10 for adding
All of
planes.
us in town appreciate what you did.
There's so many vehicles in this game.
Yeah. Fishing gets a 10 out of 10.
Thank Christ you showed up when you did.
Guns haven't changed much. They're still guns. The acquisition of said guns is irritating as hell. Gotta actually find them. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 there. What do you guys think?
All of us in town appreciate what you did.
Alright. Yeah, side missions. Side missions.
The side missions
10 out
are
of
like
10.
Origins. You like them like a lot. You
10
want to
out of
go
10
on
for them. Those they made interesting.
They help you with the main mission sometimes. Oh yeah,
All of
there's
us in
that.
town appreciate what you did.
So we get. So far we have a 9 for gameplay. What?
Thank Christ you showed up when you did.
As a game?
For me, I'll give it
Alright.
an 8.
What? Oh, updating
8
the
to
wildlife. Now, is that Jay or Dad talking? I can never tell you two apart somehow.
All of us in town appreciate what you did.
I think it's the best Far Cry game that they've made so far besides 2.
3 and 2 were good.
Yeah, 2 is my favorite. I played it.
I like
Thank
4,
Christ you showed up when you did.
especially after the Yeti. But Ego, what would you give it?
What? What?
The game, Far Cry 5, out of 10.
Probably an 8.
Okay.
All of us in town appreciate what you did.
I'm still kind of
I like 4 better,
undecided because
really,
I
but-
got a couple 3s thrown in here for what I put in. You want an 8.5, Jay? Okay, you have an
Thank Christ you showed up
8.5.
when you did.
I'll give it an 8.
I like the
Dad, did you just
the
change yours to
hiring
an 8?
of the and boomers over here peeing on tires.
Oh. Then who gave it a 10?
All of us in town appreciate what you did.
Oh, whatever. Alright. Me, looking at it, because gameplay is nice, it hasn't changed much. Wildlife sucks, it's much more downgraded. But the character...
Thank Christ you showed up when you
That is a nice thing, though admittedly I did enjoy climbing those mountains though. I will admit I enjoyed all like the parkour and the grappling points. That was always fun. The vehicles, I'd have to give it an 8 out of 10 too, personally. There's some improvements with wildlife they could do, but you gotta remember this is America. There's not really much we can do to increase
It was a
wildlife.
beautiful game.
Beautiful game. So, pretty much all
Yeah,
of
even
us
though
are
it's not
giving it an
exotic
8.
and all that.
8 out of 10. Now, compared it to like Far Cry 4, which I gave a 9 out of 10 in my head, though I never put a video
But
out
the
about
bad
it.
guys coming.
What was your guys' for Far Cry 4?
Beautiful.
You give it an 8.
things are starting to feel normal.
Probably get a 7.5 in there.
I'm giving it a 7 for Jay because fudge your .5s. Ego, what was yours of Far Cry 4?
What? Far Cry 4?
Yeah, 4.
I like Far Cry 4 better only because of it's when they first introduced the parkour thing and all the other stuff to make you a little bit more nimbler.
So 9.
Slide. Yeah, I would say because it upgraded the game. The game went to a different level.
Just like how
You know.
adding the planes did it here.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, and also the buddy system. You know, you can choose what buddies to bring with you, which is I think is really cool.
All right, Far Cry Primal. I'm doing like a as compares to sequels section.
I hated that game. I hated it.
All right,
I felt like I degenerated in life. It was just
Jay,
not
what about
very
you?
good.
okay, Dead.
I only played some of it, but I like the way they're going back in time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you don't get any
It was a good
firearms
idea,
and all that.
but it's just that I've played with too many gun games, and I want stuff like that. I don't want to go back and throw sticks and rocks.
You got yourself a friend for life.
Yeah.
pup.
It was like you're gonna kill a woolly mammoth with a toothpick.
Okay,
Kind
so
of hard.
Ingenuity,
Christ,
though,
you showed
it's
up
pretty
when you
good.
did.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
so
But
Jay-
gameplay-wise, I don't know.
Jay and Mao didn't really have much. Ego, I'm gonna guess you're giving it like a 5 out of 10. For
Probably
Primal.
so. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Give it a
I
6.
personally liked it. I
what you did.
gonna stick with my 9 out of 10 for it personally. I
I
enjoyed
don't like
the
it
change of
because you had
pace.
to grunt.
For Far Cry 3,
Oh, where to begin?
Thank Christ you showed
Yeah,
up
it's
when you
been
did.
that long ago. That was a long time ago.
so
Far
Jay and
2 was my
Mom
favorite.
gonna just go 10 because you guys liked it. I mean 9 out of 10.
Voss, just
All of us
that's
in
it.
town
That's
appreciate
it.
what you did.
Yeah. Just that's
Okay,
it.
Pagan Min, Voss, the two best villains ever done in a Far Cry game. Way beat this preacher dude out of the water. Hey, you just keep quoting your thing. These guys owned their own countries. They didn't just reside in someone else's and call it their own. So,
All of us in town appreciate what you did.
and
Well,
you
the
felt better
realism of
more
this
attachment
is
to
more
those guys,
than any
too.
of the other ones because this could really happen.
Yeah,
People,
I
people
don't-
could come in
I
and buy
don't
land
think
and
it
you
would
not know who
reach
they
the
are.
point of a giant statue. I don't think it would get that far.
I think that's an overgrown penile infection.
I also don't think there's a drug exactly like Bliss out there. Yeah, no.
Thanks a million.
But yeah, so overall we got an 8 out of 10 for this game. Another pretty much averaged out 8.5 out of 10 for Far Cry 4. Far Cry Primal, about a 7 out of 10 if you average out the 2 scores we had for it.
Give it a
Far
6.
Cry 3. Okay, Far Cry Primal, give it a 6. Far Cry 3, we had a...
Far Cry Primal, dude. Dude, come on. Primal. Primal 6.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Far Cry Primal is good 6.
Huh, it sounded like you said 5.
Oh, whatever.
Even Far Cry 3, the one with the multiplayer.
No. What? Yes, it did. It did have multiplayer.
That was.
4 did. 4 had that weird.
4 and 3 both had it. 3 just had a separate campaign for multiplayer.
Oh, that. Stop. That's my line.
Anyway, yeah.
He's peeing on the tires again.
Far Cry 3, we basically all agreed to give it a 9 out of 10. So overall, not much has changed. It all evens out to a pretty high score, giving the Far Cry series a basic. That pisses me off, but it is a good addition. It makes stealth so much more annoying.
Well, the spotting system in it, one of your allies is going to spot them.
All of us in town appreciate
Anyway,
what you did.
we just overall the series gets
They were pisses on
an
tires.
8 to 9 out of 10, right? Basically, overall for this game, 8 to 9 out of 10. So we love the series, basically.
Thank Christ you showed up when
So,
you did.
anyway, here's what DLC would you guys like to see, other than the zombies?
All one of those.
As a callback to the Yeti DLC and Far Cry 4, I really want to see a Bigfoot DLC here, where we go hunting for him similarly.
I like the way they're going with the season pass on Far Cry 5. It's really, really unique.
Is it free?
You get to fight zombies at one point, and then you go to Vietnam, and the next thing you know, you're in Mars. Yeah.
When I gotta get this thing then.
There's a trailer up for the season pass.
Hey, this has been Gathering for a review about the Crossroad Gathering with Archangel M, Deadmaw, Jay, and Ego X Trip doing the review on good old Far Cry 5 and the Far Cry series in general. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Till next time.